And now it's time for Southern California's sports fishing voice. Let's talk hookup. For the next 2 hours, join Pete Gray, Rock Cod Rick Maxa, Corey Sandin, and this week's special expert guest for fishing information, new techniques to catch more fish, and the most current scoop on what's happening in the water. Let's Talk Hookup is sponsored in part by Royal Polaris, the world's finest long-range sports fisher. By Ford, the official truck of Let's Talk Hookup, and Shimano Rods and Reels. Fish with the best. Shimano. Get ready for the fastest 2 hours on radio with the hosts of Let's Talk Hookup, Pete Gray, Rock Cod Rick Maxa, and Corey Sandin.
Good morning, anglers, and welcome to Let's Talk Hookup. Ain't Pete Gray with Rock God Rick Maxer. We're in the world headquarters of Let's Talk Hookup here, right next to the San Diego Landings in Point Loma. Great guest this morning. He's not here yet, as you can see from the video, but he's going to be here any minute. Captain Bill Wilkerson from the Horizon. Great guy and good fishing. He's got some exciting stories to tell, so you stay tuned. This is Southern California's sport fishing voice. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the Let's Talk Hookup app and Sports Grid Radio Network.
For quality, the Islander out of Fisherman's Landing is a favorite among anglers. But Islander Charters is much more than great fishing. The quality of the captains and crew, as well as the great meals and service, speak for themselves. Comfortable staterooms, a super clean and well taken care of boat are just a few of the reasons the Islander is so popular. The Islander specializes in 1.5 to 5 day fishing. Experience the Islander difference. Visit IslanderSportFishing.com.
It's time for the Power Pro 30-second seminar. I like catching big fish, and I like smaller reels, too. How do I make sure that I have the capacity to land the big one? I fill my reels with Power Pro Max Quattro. It's 25% thinner than standard Power Pro, so you get more line on that small reel. Power Pro has a complete series of highly effective lines, including the brand new Power Pro Depth Hunter Offshore, with different colors every 100 feet. Perfect for flatfall fishing. Want to learn more? Check PowerPro.com.
The Make It Ford Summer Sales Event is on. Visit your San Diego County Ford dealers now and make it your best summer yet. Amazing offers and great selection of the best-selling trucks in America for 47 years. Ford F-Series, featuring gas, hybrid, or all-electric. These are deals you've been waiting for. So don't wait. Make it Ford. Make it yours. Make it now. Only at your San Diego County Ford dealers. They'll be glad to hook you up.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup, man. What a great show today's going to be. Exciting having Bill in here. Been a while since we've got a chance to Captain Bill, and I know he's right around the corner, but going to be a lot of fun today.
Yeah, I'm going to switch. I switched the camera there. We had that shot of the outside there. Cool. With if you're looking at us through YouTube and Facebook Live, we had a shot of the Shogun and the Independence unloading there. The Royal Star just unloaded. They came in early this morning. Already unloaded a big load of fish.
I was just going to say, they must have had a big catch.
They're so busy.
I
know Fisherman's Processing have been crazy.
The long-range fishing right now, it's spectacular.
Off the
charts. What else do you call it? It's been some of the best yellowfin tuna fishing we've seen in years and years and years, and the consistency is unbelievable. It's
a nice grade.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like
40 to 80?
Yeah, exactly. The small ones are 35, 40 pounders.
Yeah. Patrick G. shared some yellowfin tuna that he picked up from Fisherman's Processing this week, and it's just beautiful.
Yeah, right? Oh my God.
Yeah, just fantastic. And Fisherman's Processing is a zoo. I mean, they're a busy guy. The knives are flailing over there.
Totally.
They are moving hard.
What's so rad about the fishing that those guys are seeing down there is like, you talk to the guys when they come back, and they all say the same thing. They start getting ready to tell you all the accolades. Like, you catch them however you want to catch them. Like when those fish get on you, and it seems like pretty much everybody that gets down into that zone, they get that same level of fishing. Is that it becomes difficult? After they're done and the limits and everything, it becomes difficult to not catch them. And we were talking, I think it was to the Shogun, or maybe it was the RP last trip that came back. I don't recall that. They caught their yellowfin all they wanted, just like you said, 40 to 75, 40 to 80 pounders. Poppers, surface iron, stick
however
baits,
you want,
all those things. But when they were done, they went to like the 13. They went to another spot of the ridge trying to catch yellowtail. Guys were talking about yo-yo jigging, like their yo-yo jig hits the bottom, start turning the handle, get like 2 or 3 cranks, classic. Come on, you're assuming a nice big yellowfin tuna. Like 80-pounder like on the bottom. Eating scrambled egg yo-yo jigs.
We read a text last week from an angler that said he couldn't get through the yellowfin to get to the yellowtail.
Unbelievable. Yeah, it's really fun.
Crazy
stuff
good fishing.
Right now.
And there's spots available on trips to go fish that stuff, which is amazing. Yeah, I know the RP has some spots available. The Shogun has spots on our 6th day in October.
That's heard a spot.
I heard a spot came up on a 7-day on the RP next week.
Go get on that fishing.
Yeah.
And some wahoo. There's been some nice wahoo hits to be had too. So there's some really fun stuff going on right now.
Yeah. Now locally, good fishing out on the bank, but the weather's been a factor.
The weather sucked.
Yeah.
It was good fishing. I mean, the fish bit through it. It just wasn't. It wasn't comfortable weather to be in. It was fine. It was very much fishable, and the guys
because
did
you're
exactly
fishing in the middle of the ocean. That's the problem. You're 100 miles offshore.
You got it. It just wasn't. It wasn't that flat, calm, nice, great fishing.
Yeah.
It was fine.
Which we're used to in September.
You got it. It was perfectly fine, and there was great fishing. I mean, the fish bit right through it. There's been good nighttime fishing again to go along with that fun fly line fishing that's happened on the bank. Most of the fishing right now has been 30-pound test, a small hook, fly line in the daytime. But that, last week was when we saw that nighttime component come back into it, and there were some really nice hits that happened this week. It's just, like you said, it's been a little bumpy. And then that Coronado Islands fishing, I was there again on Tuesday. They're still yellow there, but it's tough. It's a lot tougher than it has been. I mean, we got so spoiled with pretty epic yellowtail fishing at the Coronado Islands for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. I talked to my boat's right next to Jamie at Seasoned Sports Fishing, and that guy goes out every day at conquering the same thing because there's not a lot locally that he can take a day trip on to go catch other than that. And that kind of got tough. And come on in, Bill. They're going to see you on the camera, so you can't hide anymore. So good morning. Great to have you. But anyway, got slowed down, but the water conditions over there are still absolutely gorgeous. Just fantastic. Yeah, and it's been, like you said, it's what was limits and wide open for every boat every day for a while has now just become a pretty typical ebb and flow. I mean, there's days when the Coronado Islands bite great again, and then there's days when it's tougher and you gotta work for them. But I mean, it's still very good fishing.
Very good fishing, yeah, for sure. And barracuda and bass. I caught a giant calico there this week.
That's awesome.
Just really good fishing, right, Bill? Some good stuff. Pull that mic up toward you there. Good morning.
Well, good morning, guys. How's it going?
Good.
Good to have you.
Now, where have you been fishing?
Where haven't I been fishing? Repeat the question.
Offshore,
islands, local. We're doing, I own 2 boats.
Right.
The Malahini and the Horizon.
And the Horizon, right.
The Malahini does half day, 3/4 day, full day, local, full day offshore. Then the Horizon does its overnights, 1.5 to hopefully our 7-day trips in October.
Yeah. So what's it like owning 2 boats now?
It's fun.
Yeah. Now, which boat are you running?
Work. I'm running. Actually, I'm on both boats.
Both boats.
Depending on our charter groups, most open party trips, I'm either on the. I'm where I'm needed.
Yeah.
Now,
basically, is what it is.
Are both the boats private charter only, or do you mix in open party, one or the other? Like, what's the run that the 2 boats tend to?
We have a charter schedule set up for both boats, and we fill in our open party trips in between open dates.
Gotcha.
It seems to be working out really well.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah, so we're familiar with the Malahini classic boat that has the best bow for casting a surface iron of anybody.
No doubt.
But you'll see Danny Wade up there a lot, right?
Yeah, Danny Wade.
Yeah. But what about the Horizon? Tell us about the Horizon.
The Horizon, she's 80 foot by 25 foot. She was the old dive boat, not old dive boat, but she was a dive boat for a very long time.
Yeah.
Like a luxury multi-day dive boat, were the trips that they would do. Like Horizon was really unique in their run that it was a dive boat that did, Alejos or what, Guadalupe, or exactly like long distance, very comfortable multi-day boat that just did dive instead of fishing.
Yeah, and it's going to keep that same luxury, attitude with what we're doing currently with her now.
That's awesome.
a lot of the boats, because of COVID, got away from blankets and all this other stuff. Well, we're not. When you get on the boat, there's no need to bring a blanket, a pillow, or anything. You have a fitted sheet, top sheet, 2 pillows, blankets, and dude, I mean, I'm not bragging, okay? I'm just really convinced that it's probably in its class the best in San Diego.
That's awesome.
Wow.
As far as amenities go.
Yeah. So, what are those amenities like?
Got air-conditioned staterooms. We have 8 staterooms, 12 open berthings. She has 3 showers,
Wow.
2 heads. The galley seats 30 people.
So 3 showers, 2 heads, so 5 heads altogether?
No.
Okay, showers are separate than the heads.
We have 1 shower that's in a head.
Gotcha.
We have 1 standalone shower. And for those adventurous people that want to take a shower outside in the open, there's a shower out there as well.
That's kind of cool.
And then,
but it makes sense after a dive.
After a dive boat, yeah.
So why not keep it?
Exactly. And I've used it. I'm not going to lie. I've used it.
Sure.
Yeah, but if you're just done from fishing and you're all bloodied up, you just want to be in your board shorts and just rinse off real fast. Yep. Everybody knows, like, blood all over your legs from fish slapping. Yeah, just clean yourself up real quick. Dude. Yeah, that's cool.
And I mean, the chef that's on board right now, her name is Katie. She makes some very, 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 very delicious meals.
That's cool. And now, when you go on the Horizon, are the meals included?
On some trips. Our charters, they're not included. On our open party trips, they are included.
Oh, okay. All right. And so you have something new on the horizon that you want to introduce, and it's pretty darn exciting what you're going to be doing here.
Starting out, I've been working with Rosie Flowers and Lalo, and talked to Mike
That's Central Sport Fishing.
Yeah, I talked to Mike Keating before he passed away. It's been in the plans for about 2 years. I mean, with the horizon and the accommodations that the boat itself has.
Yeah.
To me, it made sense to try and do something like this.
Uh-huh.
And I got all the paperwork and our documents all taken care of as far as dealing with the Mexico aspect of it.
Uh-huh.
And it's going to allow us to go down to Cedros Island. Basically, what it is, it's a 7-day trip. We would leave on a Monday at 10 a.m. in the morning. We'd be in Cedros on Wednesday by noon. Guys, Pongas would come up, grab our passengers. They'd go fish a half day. They'd come back to the boat that evening. They'd have their dinners, get their showers, listen to music, talk, whatever it is they want to do, read a book. That next morning at 5 a.m., they would get up. We'd have breakfast. We would pack them their lunches. And at 6 o'clock, the Pongas would come up, grab bait from us.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoa.
You know what I mean? Grab bait from us. And they're gone from 6 to 4.
Wow.
They come back at 4 o'clock. Depending on how good the fishing at Cedros that day was, we'd stay there a second day. If not, we'd have 2 options. The passengers would be able to pay a $150 fuel surcharge for the Pongas to go to Bonitas.
Perfect.
Wow.
Fish there for the day, then come back. Or we would tie the Pongas to the back of the boat, drive those 8 Pongas to Bonitas, drop anchor there. They would then get up that morning, fish there that day, get back to the boat that evening, have their dinners, take their showers. We drive back to Cedros for the 3rd day. They'd get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. They'd come back at 4 o'clock. And then that evening, we would pull anchor, move 82 or 83 miles northeast to Canoas.
Mm-hmm.
Fish Canoas for a half a day. So you've got 4 days of fishing in there. And then come home.
Wow.
That's awesome.
What an awesome trip. So you're going to get like 4.5, 5 days of fishing in on this 7-day trip.
Probably. And depending on how good fishing at Canoas was, we would not be looking for fish going down.
Yeah.
My goal was to get down there.
Yeah.
And then maybe on the way home, if we see something interesting, okay, let's fish it. Be back to the dock. If we leave there on day 5 and a half. We'd be back Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, about 3 or 4 in the afternoon. We'd go get our provisions. We'd leave the following day.
How fun.
Another one.
Yeah, wow. So how many of these trips are going to do?
I have 8 on the schedule. I'm trying to get one booked.
Like in October?
October, starting the 21st of October, running from the 21st of October through the second week of December.
And the idea is that the Cedro Sport Fishing closes their season early October, although the fishing is really good that time of the year. That's just kind of the way their schedule is. And then the main guy, Lalo, and all the guys, you're using their pongas and their people and going to have it done.
I remember last year when Cedros was doing their reports as they do on a weekly basis, their very last trip was one of their very best yellowtail reports of the whole year.
Yeah.
They had limits for everybody. They had those real big ones, and so now's an opportunity to get in on that.
I talked to Mike Keating at length about fishing at Cedros in the fall.
Yeah.
We had probably about a 2.5, 3 hour conversation about it. And he explained, he said to me that, those are some of the best, when they were allowed to fish there with sport boats.
Right.
Were some of the best fall fishing that he's ever seen.
Yeah.
And
that guy was so knowledgeable. Sure miss him.
Very, very much so.
Super good guy.
He was going to actually come on one of the first trips once we got it. I was kind of bummed.
Yeah. So when's the first trip again?
Scheduled for October 21st.
October 21st. And still have space available?
We have 0 reservations as of yet.
Well, because the word's not out.
That and a lot of the guys have already made their reservations for their fall seasons, which I understand that.
Yeah.
If we can get one of these trips in the books, I think, next year, starting for, in January 2025, when the shows come around and things like that, push this really hard. I'm pretty sure we'd sell out every single one of them.
How much is the trip?
Trip would be $3,675
for a 7-day,
all inclusive.
Crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, that's really good.
How are you going to do that? That's what, including the pongas and everything?
I penciled it out.
That's
wow.
Awesome.
All right.
Yeah, I penciled it out.
All right. And how does one book that?
They can give me a call at area code 619-985-5179. That is my direct line. Or they can call HM Landing and go to their website. They're actually
on the H&M website?
They're on the H&M Landing website as of right now.
Okay, up, and you can book it online?
You can book it online as well.
Oh, that sounds like a cool trip,
no doubt. I think it's a great idea.
So what's it going to take to make it go? How many people you need?
I'm going to say at least 15.
Okay.
At least 15.
That'd be a nice load.
I would run with 10.
Okay.
When we break even, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because we haven't done it yet.
Yeah. But you want to get it off the ground.
Yeah, I would run with 10.
Yeah.
If we had 10 people, we would definitely go.
And then if you have a group that wants to charter the whole boat, what's the maximum load?
25 anglers.
25 anglers.
It would be 8 pongas, 3 persons per ponga. The last ponga would have 2 people, and that would give an opportunity to one of my deckhands, myself, or whomever that's working. If you guys want to go fish, take the day off. You pay your $150 to the ponga guy. Go have a great day off.
There you go.
I think it's going to really work out fine. I'm still in the process of trying to see if I can't get the processors on Cedros to process the fish the first 2 days.
That'd be nice.
So when we get back to San Diego, there's not a lot of fish that my passengers have to have processed here.
Yeah. What a great idea.
And if that works out, that would be awesome. That would really be awesome. And I think another thing, it's going to add to the longevity of the Pangalero season down there.
Sure.
It
supports the island.
It supports the island as a whole.
It's a win-win all the way around.
I'm stoked about it.
Yeah, it sounds like a fun trip. And as you can hear, we have a great show lined up for you today. In the meantime, you're still doing day-and-a-half trips and full-day trips and things like that.
Dude, fishing has been weird. It's been good. It's been good.
Yeah.
For the most part. The local scene with bass, the sand bass that showed up this year, the rockfish, the state closing 50 fathoms and deeper.
Right.
But then it opens up again in October.
Right.
You know, that's going to open up a whole new category for the Malahini in that sense.
Yeah.
To be able to fish that deep water stuff again. It's been shut down since, I do believe, September 1st, I think it was. And then the offshore scene locally has been kind of hit and miss. But the Coronado Islands, dude, I haven't seen Coronado Island fishing like this.
And the beautiful crystal clear blue water at 73 degrees.
Dude.
I mean, it's beautiful,
Crazy,
isn't
right?
it?
Dude.
Yeah, it's like tropical.
Oh, my gosh. You know, we haven't been able to fish the Coronado Islands through our open party trips. I think we ran there one time. But our charter trips there, oh, man, it's just been... Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, haven't seen it like that in years, right?
I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Don't have to run offshore to go catch the stuff, you know what I mean? It's pretty dang cool.
Yeah,
it's
and you're real close to home. But as you can hear, we have a great show lined up for today. Bill Wilkerson, Captain Bill, knows the local stuff. He knows the deep stuff. He knows the stuff offshore. He's got kind of it all covered there. And going to be fun. And he's come bearing gifts, too.
Boy, you're not kidding, man. Yeah, today's just going to be a very fun show, and we're super excited to have Bill here. And like you say, what a great opportunity in the middle of a very busy season to have a guy that covers both the local side of things, but also the tuna fishing and that great fishing that's been going on. We're going to have a lot of fun with Bill, and, man, you couldn't have said it better. What an unbelievable gift that Bill's brought for us today. One lucky caller or texter at the end of today's show, and that's going to be determined by our prize coin, as we always do. Pardon me.
Here's the prize coin right here.
Yeah.
You see it? There it is.
Is going to get a day-and-a-half trip on board the Horizon coming up this year. How amazing is that?
Yeah.
Somebody's going day-and-a-half fishing with Captain Bill on that luxury, beautiful boat, the Horizon. And basically, we're going to take every phone call is going to be a potential. We're going to pull one potential winner from all the phone callers. We'll pull one potential from all the texters. Bill's going to flip that coin, and that's going to determine who wins at the end of the show today. It's going to be a very busy show with a day-and-a-half trip on such a beautiful boat. And if you want to get your shot, or better yet, your chance to talk to Captain Bill, give us a call this morning at 213-432-1090. One more time, 213-432-1090.
JP's standing by to take your calls. 213-432-1090. You have a chance to win that day-and-a-half trip on the Horizon
also
with Captain Bill.
And don't forget our texting. The text message is already coming through. I've already seen it. I'm sure you guys watching on YouTube see me going through the phone. Like, we've already got a bunch of great texts lined up, and it's going to stay that way all show. And if you want to send us a text, man, we want to read that too. That is only available through the Let's Talk Hookup app. Can't stress it enough. Let's Talk Hookup app is something every Let's Talk Hookup listener should have. Not only is it the only way to text in your questions to Captain Bill, but it's also the best way to keep in touch with everything that is Let's Talk Hookup. There are so many great avenues to listen to Let's Talk Hookup now. Now with that great partnership with Sports Grid, there's just, you know, the online aspect with YouTube and Facebook Live, Sports Grid via their app, obviously the 1090, which so many people listen to. But the best thing, that Let's Talk Hookup app will always be there. It'll always be streaming, and it'll always provide you information on what's going on, upcoming guests, and the only way.
And the archives, too.
Exactly.
The podcasts.
Yeah, if you weren't able to catch today's show or you missed last week's show, you can listen whenever you want on demand with the Let's Talk Hookup app. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And again, as we said, it's the only way to text in your question and have a shot at winning that day-and-a-half trip on the Horizon. Again, only text your questions and make sure that you include your contact info as well. Just a name and a phone number in case you win that big prize. We want to get it to you. With that, we're going to be taking your phone calls. We're going to be reading those texts. Lots of great Let's Talk Hookup coming your way. You stay tuned. You're listening to Let's Talk Hookup on the Let's Talk Hookup app and the Sports Grid Radio Network.
Everyone has their go-to fishing spot. My spot is Kingfisher Charters in Sitka, Alaska. Rock Cod Rick here to say if you're looking for the ultimate Alaska experience and the best value in Alaska, it's Kingfisher Charters. Owner Seth Bone and his crew consistently deliver deluxe accommodations, the finest food, world-class fish processing, and top-of-the-line fishing experience. We've literally sent hundreds of our listeners to Kingfisher, and they all can't wait to go back. Most Alaska resorts make big promises, and they don't deliver, or they'll nickel and dime you to drive up the cost, but not Kingfisher. Everything is included. Your license, fish processing, super deluxe accommodations, amazing food, airport transfers, your gear. Literally all you need to bring is your layer clothing, and Kingfisher covers the rest. They also have the finest boats and charter captains in Sitka, all for the ultimate value. Take it from me. Book your trip to Kingfisher Charters and you'll thank me. Kingfisher Charters, 800-727-6136, or check kingfishercharters.com.
Offshore fishing is on. Hi, this is Doug Kern from Fisherman's Landing Tackle, the saltwater tackle professionals. For bluefin tuna and yellowtail, nothing beats the Shimano Talica, the pinnacle of lever-drag 2-speed reels. Shimano's Speedmaster 2 is also an extremely durable, high-performance lever-drag reel for the more budget-minded angler. Both the Talica and Speedmaster 2 feature Shimano's Hagani body to prevent misalignment of moving parts under the heaviest of loads. For all your Shimano, visit us at Fisherman's Landing Tackle at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego. The name that stands out among anglers is Fisherman's Landing, your top choice in local and long-range fishing. We offer the finest open party trips from 1 to 3 days, the best charter boats available, and of course, our world-renowned long-range fleet. Fisherman's Landing offers half-day trips on the Dolphin and full-day trips on the Liberty. Many trips can be easily booked online at fishermanslanding.com. I'll see you at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego.
The lighter the bite and the cleaner the water means one thing. Need a thinner leader for more natural presentations. That's where Seaguar Gold Label leader material shines. It's Seaguar's thinnest leader material yet. That means it's even less visible underwater and creates more natural presentations for better catch rates on leader-shy fish. With exceptional knot and tinsel strength, this advanced leader material is now available from 2-pound test for fishing trout in the Sierra to 80-pound test for big yellowfin in Guadalupe. Get Seaguar Gold Label at your favorite tackle dealer or learn more at seaguar.com.
Whether you're boating, floating, paddling, fishing, or just chilling, remember a good day on the water always starts with everyone wearing life jackets. Save the ones you love. Life jackets save lives. A message from California State Parks Division of Boating and Waterways.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup. Having a great time here this morning. Phone calls are rolling through. Again, if you want to get your opportunity to talk to Bill and throw your name in the hat for that amazing day-and-a-half trip on the horizon, 213-432-1090. Or, man, just roll those texts in on that Let's Talk Hookup app.
Yeah, if you're watching our YouTube or Facebook Live show up there, and say hi, Bill.
Hi, Bob.
Hey, anyway, you can see on the outdoor shot that we have, the Shogun is unloading this morning, the Royal Star unloaded, and you see the Independence in the background there. It's not a super busy day at the landings today, but a little bit of action going on there. But we'll jump back in the studio here live. But I want to review once again, because it's all new and so many changes have happened to Let's Talk Hookup here recently. It's the different ways that you can listen to Let's Talk Hookup. First of all, of course, our main deal is our app. You can listen on the free Let's Talk Hookup app that you can download on the Google Play or App Store, free of charge anytime. Stream the live show audio as well as archives or podcasts of many, many shows in the past. Of course, now we're on the Sports Grid Radio Network, on the Sports Grid app, and we're very stoked to be a part of that, which is really cool. Of course, we're on 1090 AM, and we're still on 1090 AM. Yep, for sure. And then if you listen on the radio, as they say, or kind of the antiquated way to listen, but you know, we're still there on 1090. Amen. That big 50,000 watt signal that covers all of Southern California here. And then, of course, our new big deal is the Facebook and YouTube Live. Right. So we're streaming both live and also podcasts on YouTube and Facebook. You can access that through our Let's Talk Hookup radio show YouTube and our Let's Talk Hookup radio show Facebook page. So that's just
a lot of avenues.
There's a lot of stuff there, yeah. So you can see us kind of all over the place.
Yeah,
now,
totally.
Which is cool. So you can see us and hear us all throughout there, and very happy with the excitement of being on Sports Grid and being a part of the team over at Sports Grid. And like I said, starting after football season, we'll be on our Sirius Radio channel 159 too, which is cool. Great group of people.
Very cool.
Yeah. So lots of things, exciting things happen to Let's Talk Hookup. Lots of different avenues to listen to listen and watch Let's Talk Hookup, right?
You know, it's just like fishing, and it's just like so many things. When the mightier 1090 went away, there was that immediate like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? And then it had just turned into such a better thing.
There's lots of options.
And it's just like the fishing thing. You know, whatever. When this place gets shut down, it's like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? It's like, we're going to figure it out, and we're going to make things better. And that's exactly what happened to Let's Talk Hookup. Like,
absolutely.
There was a one day of like, uh-oh, and then it turned into, man, you can catch Let's Talk Hookup in so many different avenues. And
we had
the
1
live
day's
component
notice
is so cool.
on that change, and then we made it. We turned the
dude, you turned the corner and then kicked it on, man.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
And we turned it into a rose. So,
no doubt.
And I want to thank for all the people at Sports Grid, JP, our main man, a man on the board today, and of course Mike over at Sports Grid for helping us make that all happen for sure. And,
no doubt about
and then
it.
trying to figure out, and then Cody Weaver for trying to help me figure out this Facebook and YouTube Live thing, which was a little bit of a learning curve, but it's surprisingly easier than I thought it was going to be.
I wouldn't think it would be too difficult for somebody that's so tech savvy like yourself. You know what I mean? Somebody that's just like
are you
the
serious,
most tech savvy guy that I know.
I'm 69 years old, man. I have no clue on that crap, right? But we're figuring it out, right? We're figuring it out. We added our logos here that shows all our sponsors and stuff like that, and
right on.
Rolling around, so you have some visuals going on. You can see us. You can have the outdoor camera going on, and who knows what's next.
Hey, man, there's more coming.
Yeah, for sure. Well, you have a great text, huh?
I definitely did. That's how I wanted to get things rolling, and it was from Troy, who sent us a text from Fontana this morning. He says, good morning, Pete, Rick, and Bill. I'm really excited. I'm going fishing on the Horizon on October 4th on a day-and-a-half trip. I'm super excited, even more so hearing what a luxury boat she is. Bill, what do I need in terms of hook size, line size, and jigs for this day-and-a-half trip? Also, can you talk about the bunks and staterooms? That's, again, from Troy and Fontana.
All right. Hey, Troy, if you want, you can go to horizoncharters.com. I do believe on horizoncharters.com you click on About Us, and there's a video of the boat. The boat itself has 8 staterooms. There are 6 in the main berthing area and 2 in the forward berthing area. Then it has, if we fish with 22 people, everyone gets a double bunk. If we fish with 25 to 27 people is the max that I'll carry. If we fish with 27 people, then the open bunks will become singles. She has a galley that seats I'm going to say 30.
Wow.
Comfortably. She has a soda machine with ice maker. She's
got all kinds of stuff.
Dude, she's built for comfort.
Yeah.
But I believe with the addition of Mike Zayak Jr., who worked with me, who actually came up with me as a whole in the industry.
Malhini, right?
Yeah, he worked with me on the Malhini.
So he's your co-skipper.
He sold to Daiwa Pacific. And he and I talked a little bit, kind of him-hauled around, and I'm glad to have him back in the family. I really am.
Cool. Well, you're a pretty good guy to work for.
Yeah, I'm glad to have him back in the family. Pretty nice fellow. And we're gonna build on an already good thing.
That's great.
I believe.
Well, John in Rancho San Diego also sent in a text kind of along the same line, wants to know about the boat. Says, great show and good to hear from Captain Bill. Hey, Bill, can you talk about the electronics on the boat? Also, the experience of the crew. So you just talked a little bit about the co-captain there. So.
Electronics. She has a CH250, 250 hertz. 150 hertz sonar.
Side scan.
Yeah. 295 TZ XL touch GPS chirp sonar, or not sonar, but a chirp technology. She has 2 9-cylinder John Deere's, 2 generators. She has a 10-ton refrigerated seawater fish hold.
Wow. Bait capacity?
360 scoops at the end of this year.
Gosh.
At the end of this year, we're going to put another 120 scoops slammer into it for our longer trips.
Okay.
For our longer trips. And, I dig the heck out of Brian Kiyahara. I like what he's built with his business with the American Angler.
Yeah.
I'm aiming to get close to that.
Wow. That's a pinnacle.
That's awesome.
To where I have families chartering the boat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Totally.
Right.
Well,
the staterooms and everything like that, too. You know what's going to be interesting is taking a load of sardine down to Cedros and the Pongas.
God, dude.
Holy mackerel.
I figure they can take 4 scoops a day into the Pongas when they go fishing. That's going to take probably 2 tanks of bait.
Nice.
That's going to be so much fun. What a great, what a cool,
that leaves us 2
cool
tanks
idea that was.
to fish home.
Sure,
on the way home, yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm excited about it. I really am.
It's gonna be fun.
I'm really geeked out about it. I am really excited about it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, guys.
What was the conversion like when you got the Horizon? You know, like we talked about a little bit in the beginning of the show. She was always a luxury dive boat. You know, that was always the thing on that boat. It was built for long trips. It was built for comfort. You already talked about all the heads and showers and things like that. What did you have to do with it to make her a luxury fishing boat from what was a dive operation in previous?
We removed 10 air canisters. We have 6 left on the boat. She still has dive capability.
Oh, wow. So you want to do a charter type thing, you can still provide?
Yeah, we
That's
still
cool.
have that capability. We just don't carry as much air. We added 4 bait tanks. We added the sonar. Well, the sonar was added by the previous owner because he knew he was selling it. He added all that. This year, I want to say 2 weeks ago, I added the TZ XL to it. I love my 250 to death.
Now, what is that?
It's searchlight sonar.
Oh, okay.
Furuno searchlight sonar.
Wow.
I mean, I've had one on the Malihini since I've owned the boat. Well, no, because we had a Westmar 295 before. Since I want to say 2008.
Yeah.
And it's dialed in.
Yeah, right.
You know, and that I think that's what makes the sonar what it is how it's dialed in.
Sure. It's the operator that makes those things work. Hey, let's head south down to the East Cape. Our buddy Chris Moyer from Smoky's Curing and Cantina is on the line. Good morning, Chris.
Pedro, Ricky, Captain Bill, buenos dias.
Buenos dias, amigo. What's going on down there?
Man, oh man, you know, today's a beautiful day, and mainly because it's all overcast and nice and cool. Looks like we might get some rain, but it's flat, calm. I'm sitting out here having some coffee at Rancho Leonero. Looking forward to another good day. The bite's still remaining strong regarding the yellowfin tuna. You got to travel a little ways to get there. It's still about 40 miles out. And they've been finicky. Like, we were out on the Vaquera last Sunday, and then we're in the boils. They're jumping all over. And you know, on the porpoise, and we're chumming calamari, we're chumming sardinas, and they're being real finicky. So we took the kite out, man, and I pretty much most of the tuna we hooked up were on the kite, and that's been the case. So the guys with the kites are doing the best lately. It's just been a weird week. They've just been real finicky, but you know, we got beautiful sardinas. I was able to score some calamari for our trip, but we had some guys go out a couple days for tuna. They did real well, and then they did a day of inshore, and they ended up getting a few Dorado, not too big ones, but, you know, 20-pounders out in front of Punta Colorado right here close in. Those guys fished for 3 days and had several marlin, and, I mean, they had a 15 tuna day and another dozen tuna another day. So it's been real good. The marlin bite's still real strong. I heard there might be some wahoo starting to bite over towards Cabo or towards San Jose at El Amon. But we'll hope to see something like that. I had a real good buddy locally that was able to spear a 72-pound wahoo the other day.
Ooh.
But as far as yeah, I mean, that's a big monster. But anyway, water temp outside, about 89 degrees. We encountered closer in, it was weird, 85 degrees. And it looks like, you know, it's going to be, we might have some storms on the horizon coming up, but that's just part of the deal. We'll keep an eye on those. But fun week of fishing, guys. Still we're productive. We're looking for some more wahoo and Dorado, but as far as blue marlin, striped marlin, sailfish, and yellowfin tuna, excellent week.
Man, how fun. Chris, what was the grade of that yellowfin tuna you guys were catching on the kite with the Vaquera?
You know, it was weird because they were like 25, 30, and you know, within the last couple of weeks we're seeing those, you know, 180, 150, 120. So, but nonetheless, you know, they were tuna. So yeah, about 25, 30, and they were hitting that flying fish. And that was where the majority, and I talked to our clients too, and they said pretty much every one of their tuna they're hooking are on the kite, even though they're in the midst of them and they're chumming and everything, and, you know, trolling, you know, German sardinas, trolling cedar plugs, hoochies, doing everything they possibly can, and it's really the kite that's doing the best.
Just yet another reason to go with such an experienced boat and crew, so well set up like you have the Vaquera. Well, it sounds like some great fishing, man. And, yeah, we'll take 30-pound yellowfin in the East Cape all day long.
Sure.
Sounds good to me.
On the
That's right.
Watching the visual,
yeah.
How fun is
that?
that?
Yeah, it's so fun. I'd say the only thing we're missing is a soda machine.
Yeah.
I'm going to work on that, Bill. I'm going to work on that, Captain Bill.
There you go. Well, hey, if somebody wants to get a charter aboard the Vaquera, the best boat, charter boat in the East Cape, of course, go to Smokies, get the great fillet service that you offer too, and fantastic food. How do we find you, Chris?
You can reach me regarding Vaquera, VaqueraSportsFishing.com. That's VAQUERA, or you can email me right now at bosssmokedog2gs@gmail.com. And we're gearing up at Smokies for our first Sunday of NFL football with our 22 Vs. I just took 335 pounds of brisket out of the smoker yesterday, so we're gearing up, man, and we're ready to roll. Whether you want to fish,
well, that's so rad.
whether you want to fish.
Looking forward to seeing you in October for sure for our Palmas tournament.
For sure.
It's going to be awesome. Hey, thanks, Chris, for a great report, and we'll talk to you next Saturday.
All right, guys. Take care.
See you, Chris.
All right.
Man, that's awesome.
Phones are packed. They want to talk to Bill, so let's jump into it.
How about we start this one with Jim, who's calling us from San Diego this morning. Good morning, Jim. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Hey, good morning, guys. My favorite memory on the Horizon. Hi, can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Go ahead, buddy.
Hello? Oh, awesome.
Hello.
My favorite memory with Captain Bill on the Horizon was calling it in the beginning of the season, going for those jumbo rockfish and yellowtail and lingcod, and that's always my favorite, other than bluefin fishing. But hearing about the Cedros fishing got me real excited. Will there be a chance in the near future we can do a flyback?
From Cedros Island, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm going to say I don't know. That'd be kind of hard.
Yeah, especially because your whole plan is to kind of fish your way home, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that way you get more fishing time in.
But like you say, that it's a brand new run that you're putting together, and who knows what the future holds.
Yeah, but you know, with the way it's set up now, the Rosie and her group, they fly down from. I honestly wouldn't know how that would work.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
I'd have to look into it, but I don't.
Yeah, but I don't think you even need to do that because it kind of messes up the whole idea of the trip. Yeah, for sure. Hey, thanks a lot for the call this morning. You have a good text, huh?
Yeah, I definitely do. This was a switching gears from our saltwater fishing, but a great bud and a lot of fun. Says, good morning, guys. I'm texting you from Lake Crowley right now. My wife and I and our basset hound Walter are staying at McGee Creek. The weather is beautiful, and we're going to be up here until next Friday. We arrived yesterday to do some fly fishing and sightseeing. This is our third year coming up to this area and our third time using Adventures in Camping, and the trailers have been amazing. It just so happens that they've got a full line of new trailers. The trailer we got yesterday still had the new car smell, and I think we're the first people staying inside.
Wow.
The people at Adventures in Camping have been super fun to work with, and it's a great time to be in the Sierras, and what a joy to be up here. And that's from our buddy Joe in Oceanside.
Joe
checking in from a little Eastern Sierra at Adventures in Camping.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Adventures. In fact, they have fall sales going on now, so adventurescamping.com. Book and go up there.
Joe and I talked about that a couple of years ago, and he was saying the same thing. Wanted to do a fun trip with his wife and something that combined fishing and a travel and adventure, but was still easy accommodations for your gal to go up there. And I mean, that's it. Those trailers are so nice. Yeah. Bathroom, shower, microwaves, air conditioners, heaters, all that kind of stuff. And they've made it a tradition. The same as that. Yeah, it's so much fun.
That's so cool. Joe, the master bait tank installer.
He's the man.
Yeah, for sure.
Keeps the bite sport fishing fleet alive.
Yeah,
right.
That's for sure. I have a great one here from Mark in L.A. He says, Captain Bill, I've lost fish tying the double uni from mono to my fluoro. What do you think of the cigar knot?
I couldn't tell you.
No?
So
what do you tie?
I call it a bill knot.
A bill knot. Okay.
I call it a bill knot. Basically, I'll take my Spectra, loop it, wrap it around my finger 8 times, grab it with my thumb and second finger. I take my mono, run it through the bottom, through the top, wrap it around 8 times, bring it back through the top, cinch it down.
Huh. Kind of an offshoot of the cigar knot, it almost sounds like. Sort of.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
it works.
But it's a bill knot.
There you go.
I call it a bill knot.
Now
that's connecting mono to fluoro.
That's connecting mono to fluoro.
And
that's connecting Spectra to mono.
Oh, Spectra to mono. Okay,
Yeah.
He was talking about connecting mono to fluoro.
So he's got his monofilament on the reel, and he just wants to put a little 3-foot piece of fluorocarbon on there.
I use a
Bill's looking
dropper loop knot, basically, is what it is. You know, you wrap it to where it goes around both fingers, you hold it, and then I use my tongue, and I loop it 8 times, then grab the bottom and pull it through, cinch it tight, cut it off.
Oh.
There you go.
Okay.
What knot that's called, I couldn't tell you.
The bill knot.
Another bill knot.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's cool. You have a good one there, huh?
We're going to jump back into the phones and talk to Robert. He's calling us from Canyon Country this morning. Robert, good morning. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Another incredible show, guys. Captain Bill, you got me so excited I can't believe it. That Cedros trip sounds fantastic. Buddy of mine's at a wedding today. As soon as he gets out of that wedding, I'll be giving him a call. How many people are you going to take on that Cedros trip?
Every trip will be limited to 25 anglers. That's 3 people to a ponga, with the exception of the last ponga will have 2.
Which is what the pongas fish, out of that normal operation. They're big boats,
Exactly.
And that's important to know, too, for those who haven't gone down and fished, on the island there. This is not your skinny little, stiller steer ponga. I mean, these are big, very comfortable, very wide, very stable boats. I mean, you could fish 5 or 6 people from these things, and you're only going to have 3 on there.
Yep, only 3.
How fun.
All right.
Hey, when we come back, we got a lot more Let's Talk Hookup coming away, including more of your phone calls. We got catch reports coming up and a whole lot more with Captain Bill. You stay tuned. You're listening to Let's Talk Hookup on the Let's Talk Hookup app and Sports Grid Radio Network.
The fish are biting and it's time to go. Hi, this is Ben, and you will see me at my dad's shop, Dana Landing in Mission Bay, or maybe in front of the shop on my kayak. It doesn't matter if you are out there on a kayak with me, on your boat, headed out on a sport boat. Dana Landing has everything you need. We call it the one-stop shop for a great day on the water, because it truly is. Food, bait, tackle, beverages, and more. Our tackle shop, headed by John, is certainly one of the best. For freshwater tackle, nothing beats East County Bait and Tackle. These guys have the best rods and reels and the hottest lures and live bait. Our newest shop is Lemon Grove Bait and Tackle, with a great stock of both fresh and saltwater tackle right in the heart of Lemon Grove. ECBT is at the end of the 67 freeway on Mapleview and Lakeside. Lemon Grove Bait and Tackle, 94 to Broadway in Lemon Grove, and Dana Landing is next to the Dana Lawn Tramp in Mission Bay. Check out danalanding.com for more details.
All right, it's time to talk about great gear from Shimano, and we've talked about it, the new Talica A series, the 12 and the 16 available, and now the 20 and 25. But I brought as a little prop for our video audience there, the Talica 12, and to take a look at it. I mean, look at the size of that. Yeah. It's so the differences are, notice that the spool diameters are the same on both sides, which is a nice deal.
Totally.
Different color on the handle there, but just the feel of it. It's smaller. It's a little lighter.
Left side plate fits in your hand a little bit better. Yeah. Big thing is it's got the new Infinity drag system. They went from a single disc drag to now a twin disc drag system. Very, very smooth application, and there is no side load. When you have your drag pushed up high, you're fishing 60 pound on that reel. Some guys even push that reel even higher. on a lesser reel, when you try to turn the handle, you'll feel that real stiff arm of the handle. You just don't feel that at all with Talica, even when you're really ramped up into those high drag pressures.
Yeah, and look at the new button too on the Talica too. It's easier in and out. It just pops right in and out. And then of course on the 20 and 25, low gear too for pulling in those big fish.
Yeah, and a different handle configuration on both the 20 and the 25. They just did a great job. They took what, in my opinion, was a perfect 2-speed reel, and they somehow made it better.
How do you make how do you improve perfection? Shimano did it.
That's how.
This is it. Yeah. The Shimano Talica A series now available at your local Shimano dealer.
Hello, this is Captain Mike Totter from Searcher Sport Fishing. Alongside my colleague, Chef Josh Evans, and our dedicated team, we invite you to join us aboard the Searcher. Our fishing trips range from a day and a half to 8 days, available May through November, and include charter options. We're committed to upholding a legacy of top-notch customer service, delicious food, and a friendly and talented crew. Book your fishing adventure online at searchersportfishing.com or call Rachel at 619-226-2403. That's searchersportfishing.com. We look forward to welcoming you aboard.
Give your boat the love it deserves and install a custom Sea Deck kit from Blue Seas Fabrication. Blue Seas is the West Coast's only certified Sea Deck fabricator and installer. Sea Deck upgrades the look and feel of any boat, old or new. Sea Deck non-skid decking adds comfort, convenience, safety, and value. Let the experts from Blue Seas Fabrication custom fit your deck, bridge, and interiors with stylish, durable, stain-resistant, and easy-to-clean Sea Deck. Check BlueSeasFabrication.com and enhance your fishing experience.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup. Having a great time here this morning with Captain Bill from the Malahini, the Horizon. We're talking fishing, all kinds of fun going on today.
Hey, look, here comes the Royal Star. We'll leave the camera up outside up. But you just showed show that to the camera there.
Yeah.
A picture, a giant yellowfin locally here on the Legend, huh?
Yeah, that was really cool.
How
for
about
those
that,
guys.
huh? Was that out on the bank?
Yeah, I mean, you can see a big giant bluefin, sit next to it. I'm sure. I don't know any of the specifics. Carl just sent me a picture, man. Check this thing out.
A little bit of mixture.
Yeah, I mean, that thing's got to be close to a triple-digit fish,
Yeah.
Like, pretty cool nighttime surprise for a lucky angler on board the Legend last night.
Yeah,
pretty cool.
For sure.
I'm hoping they're showing up.
Yeah,
that's what I'm hoping.
We need those, no doubt about it.
You heard Chris Moyer talking about the fact that there's some tropical, things going on down in the Baja, and it'll be curious to see what happens. It's often like following those events that we see some of those southern pushes of fish coming up the line. When following the water conditions that are created for those good tropical storms. So it'll be interesting to see what happens if and when those things make their way up the beach.
Traveling home yesterday from an overnight, we ran over a couple porpoise schools. It's got yellowfin tuna on it, just not in the want to bite mode, And
so you could see them.
Oh yeah, you're seeing it.
So that's the good news,
no
right?
biomass or anything like that, but you're seeing it. You see it on porpoise. I haven't seen any schools by themselves.
Where's all the Dorado
like that.
with this beautiful water condition that's around?
Dude,
right now?
I have no idea.
Where is it?
I have no idea. We've seen. I've seen 2 or 3 Dorado on kelps this year.
Yeah.
That have not bite. That have not bit.
Crystal clear blue, 73, 74 in a lot of places. Marlin everywhere. I mean, normally we'd be seeing tons of Dorado, but no.
We went south on a flyer earlier in the year. Found a kelp that was loaded with Dorado. Just swam around the boat.
They wouldn't bite.
Oh, no. I was pissed.
Oh, no.
I was so bummed.
Well, you're right about that crazy marlin fishing, too. It's going to be a very exciting tournament season for those guys. I know the Masters might even be today. I know it kicks off very soon here.
I think and then the Peskies right after that.
Yeah, exactly.
Next week is the Peskies, or the week after is the Peskies. And then then you'll be gone for the War Heroes on Water tournament.
Right, yeah.
Right? The weekend after next.
That's going to be really fun.
Yeah.
Again, there's just
that's the weekend of the 21st and 22nd. Yeah.
It's definitely the 21st.
Yeah. So that's going to be.
I know that because it's Dallas's birthday. So.
Oh, it's Dallas. You're going to be gone on Dallas.
We did a lot. We did a lot of. I was going to bail. War Heroes on Water is a really cool event. When I got to go last year, I told Rod Halper, like, man, sign me up for a lifetime. Well, of course, this year it turns out it's on her birthday. So I then obviously canceled, and she convinced me to go. So we're gonna celebrate her birthday before or after.
Well, happy birthday, Dallas.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Yeah,
Amen.
A lot going on there for sure. So so I have an interesting kind of text here.
Cool,
and,
let's hear
and
it.
I got to tell the story here because there's a little bit of a story to it. Good morning, guys. The Cedros thing sounds interesting. It's from Eric, by the way. The Cedros thing sounds interesting, fun thing for captain. But Bill, day and a half, the rest of the year. What is the target? No need. And then he says also, the Let's Talk Hookup app listen to show link is dead. Might want to look into it. It's not dead anymore. Adam just fixed it.
Hey, all right.
All right. So, but anyway, so he went and said he went to the Sports Grid radio and Googled it, and then went on live onto Sports Grid, and Let's Talk Hookup is on the Sports Grid feed on the on just the regular. If you just go to regular Sports Grid, their feed on their website. So it's there too, but it's now back on the Let's Talk Hookup website too, and I'll explain why. So what happened was when we moved to the Sports Grid network, we had a new URL. I'm learning all this new stuff. URL that we had to link to our app and the website. Okay, Adam did his job linking it to the app.
Does that mean somebody else didn't do their job?
That means I didn't do my job because I forgot I got to link that to the website. Adam just did it, so we're back up. If you're using a computer to listen to Let's Talk Hookup, you can link it through Let's Talk Hookup.
Adam's always got our back, man.
He's
Thank
always
God.
got our back.
Thank God for Adam.
Yeah, so we've got that covered now.
All right.
And you see the Royal Star just pulled in there. If you look at the camera in the background, they're just pulling in and they're getting ready. They're probably loading up for a 7-day.
I would think so, man. That fishing has been spectacular.
Yeah.
And they, that's their time, kind of their specialty. I'll bet you're right.
Yeah. So they've been doing a lot of that. So
Yep.
You have a great text.
I did, yes. Good morning, guys. Man, Bill, that 7-day to Cedros trip sounds amazing. I just want to talk about the trip I did on 8/12. It was a 2.5 day. We had such a great mixed bag of fish. The boat is beautiful. Can't wait to go again. That's from Jeff in Huntington Beach.
What's up, Jeff? How you doing? Thank you. Hey, thank you. It was an awesome trip. That was a very good trip. We had, I think, 58 bluefin tuna, some yellowtails, some rockfish. And it was the weather was kind of sporty.
I believe that.
The weather was kind of sporty.
Yeah.
But it was fun, dude.
We were talking about that at the beginning of the show, that that there's definitely been some wind the last few days. It's been very much fishable, and especially if you're on a nice big boat like the Horizon. I mean, there's been plenty of fishing, but there's no doubt there's a little bit of wind and bump to deal with out there.
Oh yeah. Mike Zayak Jr. is on the boat today. And they left last night on a 1.5. Weather coming in yesterday was nice.
Yeah.
It was nice. I mean, it wasn't bad. Well, coming home is always nice if you're coming from the west.
Yes.
Anyway, so, I mean, it was
just going out.
Yeah,
you
going out.
That, yeah. Can be a little sporty sometimes.
Like an e-ticket at Disneyland.
Yeah. So, Jeff from Susie and Aurora says, awesome to hear about Cedros. What a great option. Plus, you can bring more fish back.
That's great.
Yeah.
Too.
Plus, you can bring all your tackle.
Oh,
you're not limited. You're not limited to what you can carry down. And honestly, I really believe that it gives us an opportunity at a resource, and it gives the people of Cedros a resource.
You're supporting them.
Yeah.
And it'll make friends, and who knows what it leads to, right?
To me, that was part of the reason
I like
for
the
doing
idea.
this.
Yeah, it's great all the way around.
It's going to be a win-win for everybody on Cedros, and win-win for the San Diego Sport Fishing
Talking
Fleet.
with Rosie about it, and then meeting Lalo and his group last year. Yeah. I'm down with this.
For sure. Let's jump into the phones, Rick.
You got it, man. How about this time we talked to Alex, and Alex is calling us from San Carlos this morning. Alex, good morning. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Hey, good morning, guys. Really, really stoked about that Cedros trip. Sorry, that's my kid. Really stoked about that Cedros trip. It sounds freaking awesome. Yeah. I guess my question would be, what are the must-have tackles? I mean, do you bring the whole tackle shop, or how does that work? And then how many rods can you bring onto the pungas?
I would bring, if it were me, I'd have 4 setups. I'd have 80-pound setup, and let's start mainline first. I'd have an 80-pound Spectra, a 65-pound Spectra, another 65-pound Spectra, and another 50-pound Spectra. That would be my main line. To that, I would have 20, 30, 40, 50 mono or fluorocarbon.
Yeah. What about a surface iron rod? Got to bring a surface iron rod.
I'd have a straight 40-pound mono setup.
Okay.
With a 10-foot jig stick.
10-footer. You're badass.
I have a 12.5, dude. I love that thing. It's a Conlon.
Wow.
Oh, my God, it's amazing.
Yeah.
You hook that yellow.
I didn't even know they made rods that long.
Oh, dude,
crying out loud.
You hook that fish.
Because you're a sane person.
Yeah.
You hook that fish into that iron, that rod goes.
What do you do with a fish when you hook it on a 12.5-foot rod, Bill?
Wind him to the boat. Wind him to the boat.
That's fun.
Dude, it's so much fun.
That's a good answer. Hey, when we come back, we got a lot more Let's Talk Hookup coming your way, including more of your phone calls, and the Catch Report is standing by. You're listening to Let's Talk Hookup on the Let's Talk Hookup app and Sports Grid Radio Network.
Hey everyone, James Holst here with Norsk Lithium, the official battery partner of Let's Talk Hookup. Here at Norsk Lithium, we have two goals that drive who we are and what we do. The first is to make the highest quality, longest lasting lithium batteries available with a complete lineup of batteries that include 12, 24, 36 volt, and starting batteries. Second, in addition to offering a 10-year warranty on all Norsk Lithium marine batteries, we provide amazing customer service before and after the sale. Check us out online at norsklithium.com. That's Norsk lithium.com, or call us at 831-232-9063. Or to see Norsk Lithium batteries in person, stop by the Trolling Motor Doctor in Lakewood or Anglers Marine in Anaheim and see why Norsk Lithium batteries should be in your boat.
No matter where the adventure takes you, we've got you powered. Norsk Lithium.
Great fishing is what Seaforth Sports Fishing in Mission Bay is all about. With free parking and fully stocked tackle shop, Seaforth Sport Fishing is a favorite among anglers. Come aboard top boats like the Aztec, Cortez, Endeavor, Apollo, Outer Limits, Elgato Doe, Pride, Polaris Supreme, Tribute, Pacifica, Pacific Voyager, and the Voyager. Plus, the new Seaforth, Sea-Watch, and San Diego offer the finest half and full day trips available. Seaforth Sport Fishing. For charters or schedule, check seaforthlanding.com. Run by fishermen, for fishermen in Mission Bay.
This is Captain Tim Ekstrom from the long-range vessel Royal Star. With my partners Randy Toussaint and Brian Sims, we have set the bar for the long-range fishing experience. Spring 8-day, summer 5-day, or fly-down, fly-back 11-day winter trip, we deliver the highest quality long-range voyage you will find. From our premium RSW fish storage to our top-of-the-line chefs and crew, Royal Star distinguishes itself from all others. Want to grab a spot on the Royal Star? Check us out at RoyalStarSportFishing.com or call Tracy at 619-224-4764.
Captain Jamie Tennis from Season Sport Fishing here. For the past few seasons, a dart-styled metal jig has come into play in a big way for tuna offshore or even rockfish down deep. AFCO's crossbreed jig has quickly become the go-to for many since it came onto the market. AFCO's crossbreed jig is good to go right out of the package with a 4X treble hook, heavy-duty split rings, West Coast colors, and sizes 60 gram to 120 gram. Pick one up today at your local tackle store or learn more on AFCO.com.
Inside information is everything when it comes to catching fish in Southern California. You need a code group to connect with what's happening on the water. FishDope.com is your code group. Inside information available at your fingertips 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. FishDope.com really does help you catch more fish and burn less fuel. FishDope.com is the only fish finding service with a spotter plane, along with a crew of top anglers on the water almost every day that report actual locations and catches. They become your code group. You get daily catch reports from Point Conception to San Catine, 365 days a year. FishDope.com has online planning tools, temperature and chlorophyll charts, hot bite icons, and more. Take it from me, if you don't have FishDope.com, you're not part of the in-the-know crowd. Membership is affordable and good for an entire year. Plus, use the special code and save $30 on a new FishDope.com membership. Check it out today. FishDope.com. Catch more fish, burn less fuel.